This is the homework video for Wednesday, 12/14/16. It's in your homework packet, and it's page 11, number 3, and number 4. Okay, so Andre is exchanging some dollars for pesos, and it doesn't tell you how many dollars, but it tells you that when he was in Mexico, he spent 9,000 pesos, and that he had some pesos left. You don't know how many, but it tells you that when he exchanged them back, he had $50, and you know that every $1 is 20 pesos, so you can figure out how many he had left by multiplying 20 times 50. So my equation is 9,000, that's the pesos he spent, plus 20 times 50, that'll give me the pesos he had left, divided by 20, because if you divide the pesos by 20, which is the exchange rate, you get how many dollars he had left. 20 times 50 is 1,000, so 9,000 plus 1,000 is 10,000. That means that when he first exchanged, he had 10,000 total pesos. And so if you want to know how many total dollars that would be, you divide that by 20, which is the pesos per dollar, and it gives you 500. He started out with $500. Number 4. On this one, it's asking you to look at what each of these people did and check and see if they had the right answer. First of all, I plugged both of these into the equation to see if they were true, and neither one of them were true. But more importantly, we want to look at their work. So if all you did was say false, false, then you haven't done enough and you're going to have to do some writing. So let's look at their work. This was the equation, and this is what Lynn got after one step. What I noticed is that this plus 1 is gone, so it doesn't say 2-fifths B plus 1 anymore, it just says 2-fifths B, which means that Lynn subtracted 1 here on this side to give you just 2-fifths B, and negative 11, if you subtract 1 from that, is going to be negative 12. So Lynn made the mistake in that very first step. This should have been a negative 12, not a negative 10. And then looking at Diego, what I notice is different from the equation to here is that instead of having a fraction here, he's all of a sudden got a whole number, and the whole number is 2. Well, 2-fifths times 5, and I'm going to show you that up here, 2-fifths times 5 would give you 2. So if you did 2 times 5, you get 10, and if you do 5 times 1, you get 5, and 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. But if you're going to multiply by 5 to get rid of this fraction, everything over here has to be multiplied by 5. So I showed you down here what it should have looked like. He has to distribute. So 5 times 2-fifths gives us 2, and 5 times 1 is going to give us 5. So at that point, the equation should have been 2b plus 5 equals negative 55, because you have to do the 5 times negative 11. You have to multiply by 5 on the other side. So both of them messed up in their very first step. Diego's problem was not distributing, and Lynn's problem was that negative 11 minus 1 is not equal to negative 10. That's it for the homework. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.